Hello there. Hello everyone and welcome. Hope everyone will come in fine today. And welcome. So today we are going to obviously work with Grasshopper. And we are getting started here. Hello BD Concept and welcome to the show. How are you? Okay, I'm starting Grasshopper here right now. And while we're doing that, I think you can also, I might want to sketch out the things that we want to do as well. All right. Hope you can hear me right. Yeah, I'm also fine, man. It's a long time since I did like the last video, so I think it's about time to do one. So I'm really looking forward to this today now. I was thinking about making a direct video, but I think we will do it. Like I will make a video instead of a stream, but I will make a stream today. But yeah, I'm going fine. How's the summer going for you if you are in the Northern Hemisphere? Yeah, I think no one did. It's, I guess, more exhausting. It's a bit exhausting. In France and Luxembourg. Yeah, right now it's also very not so nice outside here for me. So I wonder if that weather will keep going on like this. Yeah. So right now I'm having this idea to create kind of this like train track thing. I had this today, this idea, and I want to kind of like see if it also could work within Grasshopper. And being that, so basically, let's say we have a curve, right? And this curve would be like our train. Like having a closed one, and then we have also like a second one. So what I want to do is I want to create the curve, and maybe I also want to create a way of getting this like things over, like when there's a cross happening anyway, you know. So that one piece will go over the other. Other than that, maybe you can take a base plane and use those as well. I started reading Arturo Tedeschi's book of Grasshopper. Algorithms are done. Yeah, I think I read also pieces of that one. He has also some really cool stuff. He also has some really cool stuff on Instagram. Actually, I'm following him on there and always see some stuff. And he's actually hiring people right now to work, I think even remote, and I think like some kind of not too much experience, like at least within like work experience, like with 1 or 2 years. So yeah, it's a great book for sure. So right now what I only want to do, maybe we can put this off to later thing, but at least for now I want to just create those train tracks. So do the offset, curve, and maybe even do a loose offset, but at least for sure at the XY position. And we make a distance train track offset. And we also want to divide by length and create like those points here. Oh, they're very small. I should make this a bit smaller. I guess I kind of fucked up the scaling here, but it's fine. So, because like what I want to do is basically have like this rail, and then on the rail you have it's the other way around, never mind. You have the rail, and then you have the things under it, right? And I want to create those now, and then make like an offset of them, and use them there as well. And I think let's have then they're looking at here in meters, right? Let's just change the unit settings and not scale. And then we will, this will be like the distance of the train track, and we also do a -1 and divide it by 2, and divide this also by 2 because I want to have it go both ways. So now we have like the offset in two directions. So this will be like our base lane, and this then will be our tracks, which will be defined by the vector in a way, because right now we have the vector of the tangents, and we're gonna use those as the main point, and those will then be a plane that will be constructing over it. And the x-axis, I wonder if I even need to do that looks fine for me at now, but I want to maybe how was this called again? Vector plane and the plane normal, and I will take the origin. No. Can I like wait? I want to orient. Or we can also maybe take the dot product of it, and then dot product, no, cross product, right? And take the z vector in there, and this then use it as the, so they're not always going facing downwards, correct? Looks like it. So maybe let's make this negative so it will always face upwards. Yes, and now we have our base plane, and we're going to create a boundary. Where is it again? Here. Construct domain. And then we're going to construct the domain over here. Wait, so we have the offset of the curve already. So we're going to use this as domain start and end, and then we also have and put this into the negative. And maybe we should also have like a general addition of that as well, because we want to have the train tracks a little bit taller, but maybe we can okay, can make it a number value, I guess. Or maybe we can just do a multiplier here by like x times 1.2 and do it times 1.2 and use this as our x size, I think. No, as our y size. And then have a different amount for our x size. Good. Okay. I'm kind of wondering right now because the scale is a bit weird at the moment, but I guess that's fine. Okay, good. Now at least we have our planes, we have our things here, and we only want to have those. And I think I'm actually going to maybe we can make them just as big as those things here, so we can reuse this number slider. Rectangle size. And we're going to offset it actually back. And use the same XY plane. And use the distance here. This goes then inward, and the other one should go outward, thus we need to do it negative. And now we're also going to connect the endpoints. Because we're gonna take it like with the vanilla style grasshopper here. And so we're gonna take a line here. And we're also gonna take those points here. This should then create a point at the end. Wait. So now we have the first point. Our second point, and those now all will get merged together. Is that correct? Well, I guess this one and this one. And then that one. And then this one. I think that when I would join them anyway, it should be fine. I just check if they're closed or not. Okay, they're not closed. Okay, I might need to simplify them here first. Yes, this sometimes can happen. As you see, for example, here the structure is all fucked up, so I need to simplify them here, for example, first. In order for it to work correctly, and now there should be more or less correct. Let me actually take a look. There's something weird going on here. Let's just go through the correct order. So this one first, this one second, and this one, and then on the other side. Just wondering why. Why it gives me 3 at this one point, which is kind of weird. Maybe I can simplify them here already. Okay, already stuck at this part. That's weird. Or maybe I can just graph them. that would make the order more correct-ish, but did not help. Let me think this through. I mean, why does it even give me here? Ah, okay. I guess it doesn't, yeah, obviously it doesn't work with, I guess the closed curve is the one making trouble here. I think I can just remove this one and then merge them back together. So for example here, if the closed curve is true, oh wait, closed curve, and then it should give me 4 results here, and one being true and one being false. And now we're gonna dispatch the curves. So I will take this dispatch pattern, take it from here, and then we're gonna weave them back together. Yeah, maybe I should have done that over here. So that's the curve if it's closed, and then maybe we could do it even earlier. I guess here. And then we have the curves here. And I'm gonna put those in here. And now they create some nice curves. Okay, maybe I want to wait, let's make this a bit better. So we have the curve already created now here, right? And we don't you have all the curves created here, and then we, at least here, it takes those curves here, but we want to take a weaving pattern that we have gained here from the beginning, and take those as the first stream, and then and take those as a second stream. And don't forget to simplify. Everything, because like offset does always graft them, so we rather not want to have that happening. All right. And then I guess this we can merge together again. It would result in 4 curves. And then those can be joined or not. But we still should be able to, if we do boundary surface. Okay. No, yes. Okay. Now we are able to receive the correct ones here. That's great. But I'm gonna use those here because those are basically only the right side, and I want to take then the left side as well with us. Which might be a good idea actually to just, so here maybe we can just actually put those together as well, but let's do this. So here I need that one as the beginning, and as the third, and this one as the second, and this one, right? Okay, it's the other way around. Let's do it like this. But I guess I also need to change this one over here. I need to change that one over there. And now I can still merge them together. No, wait. Okay, yeah, this should work. And now when changing them around, obviously they will change with us, and I think even in the Z direction, right? Yes. But then planar surface doesn't work anymore. I guess another way to do it is with patch. Should obviously would not be the nicest solution, but all right. Maybe you can still. Maybe a better solution would be to wait. So if I have those, because it's always two things, right? Maybe it would be better to create a ruled surface in between those. So we actually wouldn't need all the stuff here. Let me check. So yes. And this can then all go. And over here we can still create the ruled surfaces. Wait, now it doesn't really matter at all, right? It's just this whole thing can go. Oh my god, okay. Because we created the ruled surface and it doesn't really care about if it's closed, like a closed surface or not. It would work whenever, and it would also work when I put this up here anyway. Oh well, the classic time saver. And I think if I extrude it into the Z direction with the rectangle size, it should make a closed extrusion out of it, right? It looks like it at least. Yes, perfect. And we're going to do the same thing with the other sides. And then we're going to create a negative extrusion, but with box rectangle, because it's a bit more lightweight. And we use the same height, but we should need to put it negative. Okay, cool. I guess those are like in the ground at the moment, right? That's why they look like this, but that's fine. Great. Now that we have that, I think I'm going to create the other thing that I was showing here. So I think it would actually be great if we have a reference point directly. So let's create just a random surface around and rebuild it like this. Or maybe let's even just create a random box, a bounding box. Where is this again? Bounding box here, and I want this union box, and then we're gonna populate it. 3D. It's raining a lot outside right now. And then we're going to use patch for this one. I'm gonna have like a little bit of a wobbly surface here. Wonder if patch is the correct idea to do, but I think that should be fine for now. So, and then I basically want to see if those points are on this, like if they are near the surface, then I will put them on there. If not, then not. This will all basically will need to go before that, like before this part, like here. And I basically want to see, okay, if it's higher, I will create some kind of like stilts on it, like on the bottom. And if it's lower, then it will just be like on the ground, basically. Okay, so this one is only here on the ground. And I might need to modify that in the future, this thing at least. Okay. Oh yeah, and then we also want to take those up. I think a good way to do is actually by creating, like, I think I have to divide this surface in a way. So let's move all this stuff over here. This is our track things part over here. This is the things. What does this do again? Oh yeah. With Traintracks. I'm not a train expert, by the way, so bear with me if I am making some assumptions here which might be completely wrong, and I'm sorry for that. Okay, and then we also basically need to see what's the distance of it on the thing. So we're gonna divide the curve, and I think I'm gonna use a different one here. Dividing tester, and I'm gonna make this a bit bigger. And now we're going to see the point on surface. Can I have, I wonder if, wait, intersection, maybe there could be, this would be the B rep, and if I make a SDL of those points and basically move them first like way up in the sky, and then make a Z direction and double the length of this one. And make this a negative minus X. And now we can see where it intersects. If it's a line, maybe that's a better one. So line, and that's the B rep. Took some time, but okay. And let me see how long this would take if I would take this on. Really, it takes shorter? Why? Interesting. I don't get why it takes short time, but oh well. And maybe you can also we deconstruct box and then deconstruct boundaries, deconstruct domain, and this will be that here, and then we take the absolutes of both and add them together and use this as our main line tool. I think this might be better off. More streamlines. And this then now will be the lines that are on top of it, but now we want to basically see, okay, what's the distance of those vertical lines to the bottom. And we want to stay vertical on here, obviously, because otherwise it could take like weird things. So okay, and now I basically check that I need to check first of all, I need to look at the distance. Let's just scribble this down. Check the distance, check if negative or positive, and then also there's one other thing. Yeah, and then depending on that I need to take points from those ones or not. So I do a vector, and I will use the beginning points here no, those ones here, and I take those here, and if the vector now, I wonder, okay, I guess there's some, okay, and you trim the tree once. And if they're positive, then it's fine, but if the z is negative, then, or the other way around, then we should need to take the other points. So I guess we're gonna dispatch them first, and then we're gonna, well, we also need to deconstruct the vector. And take a smaller than 0. And this then gives us our 2 sets of points. Oops. Oh, by the way, I will also use bifocals. I'm sorry about that. So you can know more or less if you're more of a person that takes a look at names. So this will be our dispatch pattern for, no, not this one again. I would just want to have the normal dispatch. And the list will be the list of points that we receive here, and we're also going to do the same thing with the points that we received from the beginning. And now we're gonna use the same pattern to put those together, but in the different order, like this. Let's check if, so this one should be the one on, yes, and the other ones are those ones here, right? Okay, yes, it looks correct. Great, and now it basically, even if I draw the curves on the top, it will always kind of takes this weird surrounding thing. I would just preview this pretty quickly and make this white. I guess it doesn't. I would have hoped that it would react to our surrounding here, but it seems like it does not. Maybe just bake it quickly. Bake. So we can have just a visual representation at least. So the points are either on it or not, and this then would result in our new curve. So we make a curve from primitive, and then we just take, I actually don't know which one we would take, but I think that looks fine, right? So this will always be our nice curve, and in case you see, like here for example, it goes like up a little bit and then it stays in the air, but here it goes like further up the thing. Maybe let's can I take like a more I would like to do this bigger. Oops. And I want to make this with some weird, maybe shouldn't have hard coded this that much, but I guess it's fine today. Wait, what is it? But it should be divided by 2, no? Yes. Why didn't I divide it by 2? Divide by 2 times this much. And then I can also make this thing a bit hard-coded bigger. All right. Alright, now that we have our nice curves, I also have the components here. Right now they're only going like straight on it, right? So this could be a problem. Because right now it goes in the thing and I don't really, that doesn't look so pretty. I didn't think of that, of the inclination, if it's gonna be like with sideways. I wonder if that can be fixed by, so you're constructing the plane like that, and maybe, yeah, we could technically, at least, we can use the z-axis we use like this, right? And I guess we could point on surface maybe, and then we can use the UV point and then use that as, okay, that's possible. So that's the point. That's the surface would be that thing. And then we are getting the UV points, and wait, point on surface. Maybe like this, yeah, surface. That's the, why did it all disappear? What the fuck? Why is it all gone? Let's save this first. Yeah, no. Let's try to re-establish that. I wonder why it's all gone though. What the fuck? It still sees them, but it doesn't see them over here. Let's try to like save it. And then maybe I will reopen it. Oh well, that's kind of weird. You see, I can, did you do like a clipping plane or something? I mean, I have only 4 curves here and it shows them here. But if I want to move them, it doesn't want to move them. I think this is actually a Rhino bug, to be honest. Okay, anyway, I guess we will just use a backup file. Well, this issue is going to need to be resolved. Okay, let's save this, close that, and we're going to use a new Rhino and a new Grasshopper, and we're gonna re-import this, and now it's lost again. Okay, it has to do something I did here, right? It was this one. Okay, well, why why is it happening? Let me check. So we have the surface. I want to evaluate the surface with that point, and it just removes. I mean, I think it gives me what I want actually, but that's not good. Wait. Maybe if I... Okay, that's like the weirdest bug ever. Okay, we have the surface here. And the surface exists. But here it doesn't give me anything. Well, maybe there are different ways of doing that. So I'll use this. Guess that should also work. And then I do this not negative. And if I have the surface now, just let me bake it again. Oh yeah, and now it seems to work. It basically takes the inclination in there as well for going sideways, you know? And there's here an issue again with the closed curve. I wonder what that is. Okay, it makes sense because it, yeah, okay. It like goes around and then, so maybe I can check as well if it's closed or not. And if it's closed, then I'm going to close curve. It's actually from pufferfish, right? So let's take. If it's a closed curve, which it is, so you're gonna graph this. And then we're gonna use a line here. And we're also gonna join those. And then we're gonna weave them back together with that pattern. And And I wonder if the streams will be correct. Seems like it. And this then should close that one as well. All right, open and closed curves, a topic for itself, I guess. But nonetheless, so far it works out fine. Great, what else did I want to do? Okay, there are two more things that are interesting. First of all, being intersection points. Which would also alleviate this whole thing here, right? Is it the same? Yes. This is surrounding. And by the way, you can click this button over here and you can change it then if it's either displayed as always as a name, always icon, or application specific. That's quite useful. And this will be our Traintracks. Great. And yeah, I might want to also just move them always up a little bit, to be honest, but maybe that's fine for now actually. Okay, now that we have that, I think I want to create those kind of over things, and then I also want to create things that go over if they intersect. We had this in the beginning. Let's maybe just like mark those here. So that's our 3D creation part. And this is our bounding box, I guess. No. Okay, and I think, yeah, so right now we have the situation here, right, with the weave structure of our things that are on top. And I guess we can take this structure, things that are higher, and then we need to use I think I want to have then those points and I also want to have, I don't care about the points that are on the bottom, right? So I want to take those points and from those points as well. So those are the two which I'm interested in. This one and that one. So those two. And those are just like those things. And actually let me just check out and try them out a bit further. See how it will use like kinda, you know, let me actually change this to rendered, and I want to take the custom preview back from here. Why is it lagging that much? It's not such a complicated thing, right? Okay. Good, that works better. So if I'm creating like lines that are crazy like optimistic, that might be a bit, well, not the best option, but well, that's I guess how it is. And a bit sideways, but I think that's fine. I guess we don't, I don't think I plan to be a perfect train maker here to begin with, so that's fine. Is it always hovering above it or only here? Okay, only here. I guess it could be because of the, let me take a look. So always taking, we're always offsetting from the plane of here, but maybe we can actually create the better plane, right? Because we have the normal here. Wait, let me. Let me take a look. I think it could be done another way. Because now we're taking the plane of the XY here, and I think we can also just construct or take this plane. Would this destroy everything? That's my question. Okay, because the plane's always kind of going all over the place. Maybe we can actually do it differently. Because right now we have the curve here, right? And we could maybe move the points instead. Because otherwise we'd always have those weird kind of overhangs here, right? So I would rather actually do it different. Because I think we have already all the things we need. We just need to move them accordingly, basically. So we have the points here. And and I would move them not according to the tank, but I think according to this thing, yes. And now I need to use the amplitude that we have created here, I guess. And the vector of this amplitude would be this thing, no, that thing here. And we need to divide them by 2. What did I do here? Again, this piece. And yeah, this should give us the exact correct point here, but we don't want to have the 1.3 happening, right? So we have it like this. And then we also want to create the same thing for the other way, which then would be just be minus x. And this then will be a curve that has to be created through a primitive or interpolates like this 2 times. And we can extrude it. Can we extrude them upwards? I guess to be in the faith of having the things correctly align all the time, we might want to have them sideways as well. Well, that's nice for the train people. So then I guess we would move it according to this axis. Let's remove those points here. Gonna move this according to take the amplitude and remove the expression, and we will take the vector of the normal of the B-rep and take the amplitude here, yes, and that would be then resulting in our thing here, and we're gonna remove this x divided by 2. I guess you need to put it negative. And now it should be a little bit more correct. It's just a very tiny hint as you see here, but I think it makes quite a difference, to be honest, if you want to stay correct. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side as well. And now we have 2 very nice interpolated curves. So this, wait, that's, yeah, we're gonna make a ruled surface out of this one. It's very cool to like to see those like small details and have them happen correctly, because it would make a difference in the big term in a way. So yeah, nice. I think that's like a margin of error that we can accept here, because they might be a little bit weirdly overlapping, but that's fine. All right, and the only thing I need to do now is to kind of, let me take a look at the offset curve. Should be correct though. And I guess we can make a ruled surface here. Whoops, nope. Why is it happening? Ah, yeah. Why is it like less thick here? Or is it the same thickness? No, I guess same thickness, whatever. And I will take the same thing here. Exterior. And then merge those puppies together. One. 2, 3, 4. Maybe simplify them again, I guess. And that should give us the best result as far as I'm concerned. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna hide all that stuff here. And have a bit better train tracks happening. I think that's like just a display. This should be fine. Great. Now that we have that, I would like to go on the thing that we initially planned on. Remove all of that stuff. This can all go. All right, and now what? Now I want to create those overhangs, and I already did my due diligence here, at least more or less. I wonder if maybe it actually makes sense if we will do this like equally, because here, wait, here I divide the curve, and maybe I should not use maybe I should use evaluate curve instead in this point, and use this thing here, point tangent, and so it kind of like it fits. Yes. Okay, it doesn't. And if I do it like this, I don't know if that's correct, to be honest. because I think it's still... Yeah, it doesn't go up on them completely. See? Could there be like a divide distance 2D? That would be quite interesting. Anyway, let's just go back to this thing. Oh yeah. All right, and now we can finally create our little points here. But I don't just want to create them everywhere. I want to create them. So there are two things I need to take in mind. First of all, if they're intersecting with one another, and if they don't, then they stay where they are. And if they do intersect with one another, then one of the two should move up or down. I don't really care which one. Yeah. I wonder if I can because I'm wondering right now, because like it's so stiff on those parts, if I can move a few things up and a few things down. Kind of have this thing with a better logic, you know. All right, let's think about this. I mean, we can take a look at if it's close to any of the other points, right? Then it wouldn't work so well with like multi-story ones, but I think it might be fine for now. So we have this, and then we say closest point. So this should be then those are all the points I got, right? The point I want to search for. And if the distance is smaller than, and I guess we might need to take from yeah, I guess we need to take from this. So you're gonna dispatch those. Here. Huh? Maybe the other way around? No, that's too much. Wait, let me. Yeah, that shouldn't be the case. Mm-hmm. If this distance okay, I had to baked flatten it. So now that we always remove those points, which is great. So I will always take this on these other ones. And I guess I need to also... I guess I also need to remove... Do I need to remove some of this stuff? Wait, I also need to remove the ones from the top ones, so I guess those, right? Yes, that looks fine. Just wondering about those points here. But that's really a issue before. That's slightly above it. I guess I can remove them as well if the distance is like under like 2 or something. I mean, this basically happened on accident here, right? Well, it should still create those, right? So I guess I just keep them for now. And that means we are going to create a line. That makes bridges, yay! Whoa! That's what I meant. It will probably be like a bit weird here in those cases. Well, what if I just take, I took the points that were here, right? Why don't I just take all the points? I mean, now Ah, no, wait. Wrong points. Those points. Okay, now it doesn't take any points anymore. Well, nah, that's not really how it's gonna work. But here we have our main points. Before we just like took it like this and took the ones out. Yeah, maybe I should just not use all those dispatch patterns. Anyway, let's just keep this for now like it is. And maybe I can just, because here I have those points here, right? And I can just see if I would point clouds. I can just see if they are close to several ones, the closest points. And I take these points to begin with, but then I also take them as a cloud. And if the count, I just do like 10, I guess. And if the distance again is smaller than the other one, I don't know if that's like the correct way of doing it, but and then be higher than. I wonder what this value should need to be, and then we're just gonna dispatch that list here and again here. Okay, that's super weird, but or maybe I could do it different. Let's get this back how it was. So you have those points here. And I think there is a, yeah, the point group commands. So we'll take those points here. And if the distance is like, and I make this less. Yeah, and now if the list length is bigger than 2 or equal, Let me actually check. Because it would need to take, okay, like here. It's larger than 2. Then I guess we can take them. No, we are not taking them. And we then use with tree branch. Because this then gives us the indices. Like it's all false, 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 and then for some it might be true. And so we're gonna use that path, I guess. Param viewer. And we're going to use the path, and then we're going to I guess we use the path this one, or no, we can use dispatch pattern. Dispatch of this list here. Use those indices. Graph this. And take those. And that should give us now indices that should be removed, and those are those which are in the end even gives me the exact location of them. So we're going to call index, and you're gonna use those. Nah. Okay, why does it give me those? Or can I just remove, just like flatten those? No. Where I'm basing these groups on. Just wondering why creates 3 different groups. Maybe I can just trim it them once, right? I think this should be fine. Well, it removes a few, but it doesn't seem to be the correct ones. And let me remove those things. Doesn't remove them on the correct location though. Oh, I guess, I mean, if I flatten them, would that fix it? Yeah, I guess it would actually. I mean, if I think about it. I mean, we're losing the tree structure here, but I think I might be fine with that. Now let me take a look. I can maybe also multiply this by a certain amount. Bridge thing removal. What? Okay, let me. I will be right back. But I think I will be 2 minutes, 1 minute. All right. So let's take another look at this. I mean, it removes the other pieces as well because they're very close to them, right? So yeah, it's a bit of an issue. And obviously also removes. Okay, no, never mind. But oh well, that's good. I thought that would remove less, but I think if we keep it at 1, then it should take it around. And I guess in the weird piece like this, it also takes them because they're getting closer and closer there. So I think I can just make them actually a little bit less. Okay, why does it even... Those work fine. What happens if I do a triple one? Like a whole row. Okay, now they just remove all of them. Why is that? Maybe because it's too steep actually. Because that kind of works for some funny reason. Why does it also like fit them? What the fuck? Why are they also not fitting now? I'm so confused. I thought I didn't fix that. Anyhow, that's good news at least. Kind of Rollercoaster tycoon over here, huh? It's pretty funny. Let me actually create another curve. I guess now it would create a complete difference. What happens when I do 3 above, like 3 on top of each other? It still works. I'm impressed. Obviously we still need to do like a, well, you know, several things. That looks so weird, but I think it would make actually a good picture anyway. Okay, anyway, this at least kind of works, so that's pretty nice. It's like going all over the place here. Because it takes like the ground thing, you know. Good. Anyhow, it's good enough, you know. That's what I would say. Anyway, let's make this actually also kind of 3D. Custom preview. What the fuck? Hello? What's wrong with you, man? What the fuck? Maybe mesh it. Oh well. Let's play a little bit here. All right. Cool. So first of all, we need to, at least I would like to, and that's getting all. Just want to do some cleanup, and then I think I could actually call it a day. Yeah, we did that, and I also want to and that's basically the creation of, that's the creation of, or the removal and creation of columns if pieces are in the air or intersecting. And that basically puts pieces on the ground or on or in the air if they would be underground otherwise. Great, cool. So there's still quite some bugs that you see happening, but I think for now it's actually quite fine. And yeah, I think this could make a fun render actually in the end as well. Cool. I think I'm gonna continue this also on another note, and yeah, we had 80 viewers in total. Thank you very much for watching. It's been a long time since I made this a stream, but I would like to do a few more because it's quite relaxing. It makes you think about this kind of stuff. So with that said, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.